Welcome to my playthrough of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. There's plenty of shrines, secrets, and memories to unlock, so sit back and relax. Thanks for tuning in. So from this point on in Breath of the Wild, we can do literally whatever we want to, but I think first things first, we should go to that shrine right up there, because there may be something else of importance up there. There may not be, but it's our duty to figure that out. And of course, I can't climb anything now because it's raining, and that's just perfect timing. You know what? That's great. That just really adds to the whole thing of it. Awesome. Even though it doesn't say on there that it is raining at the very bottom. Yeah, it doesn't give me that for weather. But my name is BrianSaviano, a.k.a. Bricks O'Brien, going in the wrong direction for the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild playthrough on the Nintendo Switch, celebrating 2 years of the game being out and being one of the best games, I would say, of all time. I really want this rain to pass because, like I said before, you can't actually climb while you have this weather happening. Or you can, it's just not ideal, but it looks like we can actually avoid any other obstacles because we can just walk right up here. And usually, the Ta Lo Naig shrine, you have a shrine that is near a town or something like that basically acts as a teleportation point, because no towns act as a, like, the towns themselves. You can't transport to the towns. You can only transport to towers or, you know, stuff like that. What? The teaching? Oh, I forgot. The teaching is a thing. Okay. I guess you can use a side hop to avoid enemy attacks. Okay, cool. So this is basically a tutorial that is similar to the test of strength that we have done previously. But right here, this is using the side hop to our advantage. And that did no damage whatsoever. I don't know. That, sure. He's gonna try to... Nope, I need to dodge using X. Okay. So draw this, and then he's gonna do that, and then... There we go, and now we Flurry Rush. So by dodging to the side, that allows us to get a much better attack in. And that happens when you side dodge, or when you dodge like backwards or backflip, front flip, whatever. They're teaching us all this right here. That is especially important when you're doing Lionel fights, and really any fight in general. That's good because you need to actually learn these techniques and use them to easily defeat your enemies. And you could have probably figured that out just by, you know, playing the game. But yeah, it's important. You can't just go up and attack enemies willy-nilly. You really have to... know these techniques. So let's see here. We side flip. What? I forget what do we have to do here. I didn't actually see. Nope. Oh, we got a parry. Okay. So hold on. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. And then you attack with Y. So build up your power, then release it to unleash a charge attack. Charge your enemies in this motion to damage them. So you just hold down your striking weapon here, just like that. And that will do it. Hold on one second. There we go. And now he is defeated. Wonderful. And now we can take that for ourselves. So we'll probably get a couple of rewards here as well. You have done well to learn these critical skills. Now proceed. So there's only a couple of these teaching shrines in the game. They're just meant to guide you along your way. There's some chests over here. I'm assuming they're just standard weapons or guardian weapons. They are. The 8-volt blade, that's actually a pretty good weapon to use. So, when you're doing that shrine right there, I guess it doesn't matter what your damage is. So, don't use all your powerful stuff because you just risk breaking that a little bit sooner than you would like to, considering, you know, the damage doesn't matter. So... maybe they'll give us an actually good sword right here. And there's no other chests around here. That's an opal, okay. So other than making jewelry, eventually, you just sell it off to shops, like I've said before. There's actually another thing we can do around here that involves a very large woman. A very large fairy woman. So maybe we can find out exactly where that is. And now that we have 4 spirit orbs, we can go and cash those in for a stamina vessel or a heart piece. But as I said before, stamina all the way. So what I'm probably going to do is do a bunch of the shrines, not in... Yeah, well, I mean, now it doesn't matter what order you do them in, but going to do multiple and then just cash in a bunch at one time. That way there's more of a difference in our stamina and heart eventually. So from here, I believe I can just glide right down. It's not raining anymore, so that's good. And so in Kakariko Village, there is a place where you can redeem your spirit orbs, and that's going to be right in the middle of the town right here. This place, if you approach these types of statues right here, they can actually help you, you know, do the stamina vessel or the heart container. So if you make a mistake and you're like, nope, I changed my mind, I want a heart vessel, you won't be able to change that from happening for a while. So make sure you choose carefully. And if you get multiple stamina vessels or whatever at one time, it won't do that animation, but there you go. So now, if we go to our, adventure log, we can do the Lost Mementos, free the Divine Beast, or destroy Ganon. Mementos is probably the best place for us to be right now. Let's see the map here. It's over in this section here. So we can go and grab that eventually. And our little friend is still here. And he hangs out for the rest of the game. So, if I look on the map over here, I believe the Great Fairy would be somewhere over here. Which, so I can travel to shrines. Okay, I totally forgot. Totally forgot you could do that. But yeah, okay, we can travel back to individual shrines, which is good. And so, I think behind there is a Great Fairy, which we will see exactly what she does in just a second here. It's been a day, ladies and gentlemen. I woke up and just started doing more videos. Animal Crossing New Leaf. I've been playing a lot of that recently. And then a little bit of Breath of the Wild. And that is not where I want to go. Actually, kind of maybe, right? Ooh, there's a shrine over there. Ooh, do we go over there quite yet? I could, but let's go over to the right, actually. That's going to be where I want to go. You're supposed to navigate into the forest, but obviously we walked a little bit of a different way. And I think you can already tell, like, a difference with the stamina just from what we're doing right now. So I believe, ooh, right over there is where we want to be. So we skipped the actual way to go over there, but you know what? That's fine. Hello. How are you? Miss Plant? Sweet boy, please listen to my story. Sure, why not? What do I got to lose? A little bit of time? But as time passed, fewer and fewer travelers showed up, and you need 100 rupees. Well, I have none, so I'll keep my rupees that I don't even have. So I guess we'll get 100 rupees and come back. Oh, actually, is that a fairy? Yes, it is. Okay. So here's the thing: when you approach a fairy around here, you're gonna find these little fairies that are surrounding it. Now, you want to get as many of these as you possibly can. And you really got to approach them very carefully. They help you when you die. So if you die in battle and whatnot. Hold on. There we go. You could actually see the description right here. When you die, these fairies help you come back to life. Instead of giving you a game over, they give you 5 hearts as soon as you die. So whenever you encounter a fairy that is around here, this big plant-looking thing, occasionally there's going to be fairies surrounding it. Now, if you run up toward the fairy, Silent Princess is going to be valuable too, so whenever you find those, get those too. But whenever you approach a fairy, you'll see those little pink fairies floating around it. Go after those too. Those are very important if you die, and when you die. So, you know, they're there, they're free, but you just gotta sneak up on them, so make sure you're careful with that. Is there anything special up here we can do? Probably. A little mini itty-bitty forest around here. A little lake, too. It's very quaint around here, just like the entire game. Oh, there's a little shrine we can do over here. Okay. So whenever you see, like, technology that looks like this, clearly it looks reminiscent of a shrine. So, yeah. With one of these, you have to put a ball right there, and the shrine will appear. Or ideally, it'll appear. And, yeah. So, a way to find... So that thing right there, here's the thing with that thing. That is called a... I don't know. But with those, if you approach them and you hit them, they're actually made of rupees. So, if you can find... Did it go away? I think it went away. Unless it went down there, which I doubt. Yep, I doubt. Okay, cool. But when you find those, occasionally they'll be in forests and other random places too. If you hit them, they're made of rupees. And you may say, Brian, that is very aggressive. Why would you do that? There must be some other thing you can do with them. Not that I'm aware of. So, pretty much you find them and just hit them with the bow and arrow there. That's going to be your best bet. Because if you approach them, and if they spot you at all, they will just go away. So I'm trying to find this here, and that would have been great if we actually found that thing and destroyed it, because it meant we would get 100 rupees to pay our fairy friend over here, but nope, not quite. Is that it? Down? Nope, that's the town. I'm like, wait, is that it? Oh, wait, the ball. Right? That Impa has. Right? Can I take it? I mean, unless it's around here somewhere, but I don't think so. Let's go back to the town. I'm going to sell off a couple of our things. That way I can actually afford the ferry. So let's do that there. There we go. We can just drop right in here. I believe they'll accept our stuff. Right? I certainly hope so. I want to sell. Yeah, there we go. All right, valuable things we can sell that I don't really care about. Those aren't that expensive. A ruby would do it, actually. Or amber. Nah. Oh, those are not very valuable at all. Yeah, we'll sell the ruby. That's fine. I don't remember the rubies being all that crazy valuable for anything else that I'll need in the game. So, I wonder if we go over to Impa, because Impa had one of those things that we can bring up to the top and place in that area. I wonder if she will be like, hey, so can I take this? Please? Even forget, come on, let me have it. I need it. Please? No? Okay, sure, alright, whatever. I'll just go find another way, I guess. Sure. So, I can teleport back up there if I wanted to, but it's probably just a little bit easier if I fly up. You know what? It might not be easier. Let's just go, boom, right up there. Instead of climbing all the way up there, wasting our stamina, maybe failing along the way. Nope. Just teleport up there, and you're good. So, tonight, I'm going out with a couple of my... Not going out, but one of my friends is hosting a get-together, gathering, and it is a happy little tree painting night. Once a month, one of my friends is has everyone come over to hang out, and I guess this time it's based on Bob Ross, and we're gonna paint a painting of his that he has done previously. But the thing is, it's not as simple. What is that? Oh, that's the blue nightshade. It's not as simple as you might think. Ooh, there's more fairies here. Cool. Because we're not going to actually be watching what Bob Ross does. We're going to be only listening to what he does. So we have to interpret exactly what he's painting as we're listening to it, not watching it. So that is the challenge there. I am not a good painter at all, and I don't really want to go. Like, I want to go hang out with my friends. I don't really care about the Bob Ross painting. So I don't know if I'm actually going to do the thing that I'm supposed to paint or whatever. But, you know, all my other friends are doing it, so I guess I'll join in on painting on canvas. So that's my plans for tonight. Oh, so we gave the rupees to the fairy. You're going to encounter multiple fairies throughout the entire game that'll do different things, but this fairy requires 100 rupees to get started. And she's massive. She's a big woman. Big woman. And that's not like a weight thing. It's just a massive fairy. So usually fairies you think like Tinkerbell or something like that, but nope. That's a big old one. Hi, Kotera. Kotera. Okay. I can't see that far away. Like okay. I need to find my glasses too. I'm getting old. Take a look. So she allows you to upgrade your clothing, but we don't have any clothing to enhance. So by you collecting resources in the entire game, different pieces of clothing can be upgraded different ways. So, for example, maybe something that we have requires blue nightshade in order to upgrade it. So, and then whenever you approach a fairy fountain, it plays that very nice melody, so it's really relaxing and soothing. But yeah, some things might require certain other things, and you know, that's why it's important to just, whenever you find stuff, and just grab it, because you never know when you might need it. So, I think this requires... I don't know if there's another thing to do over here, but usually those blue bunny things that we saw before, they light up in the dark. Like, you can actually see where they are. What's a buck? Can I hit it? So, if you hit a buck, by the way, you hit a buck, it'll actually drop down meat. And if you cook that raw prime meat, that restores a ton of your health. So as morbid as you might think that is, well, that's what used to happen in the caveman days. And that's what people do nowadays, too. Go and get that. Ooh, that was a snipe right there. You know, different animals have different cuts of meat that are more valuable and that actually work out a bit more. And that kind of didn't work out for me, but sure. Let's see. Is there anything around here otherwise that I can go after before leaving? Well, we saw a shrine over here, right? I think. Now we're really free reign to do whatever we want to. Like, this is pretty much the entire rest of the game here. So the tower must be somewhere over there. Actually, yeah, we will go toward Lost Mementos only because it's very important that we go after the first of the mementos. So there's multiple scenes that you can encounter that will trigger memories within Link. Now, there's 12 memories in the game, and the first one is the only important one, in my opinion. To help unlock the secret ending and all that sort of stuff, yeah, you need to get all of them, but I'm only going for the one for right now. Eventually, I think we'll do all of them. And these things are just obnoxious creatures that are everywhere, and you need to defeat all three of them. It's really just the worst. And usually, sometimes you'll see, like, there's a horde of them that appears. You're like, oh, how am I supposed to defeat an entire horde of these Kisi? But that is really hard to pronounce with my lisp. Kis, or Kisi, whatever. You're supposed to only destroy one of them, and then actually the entire horde will go away. So if you get overstimulated and you're like, I don't know which one to defeat or whatever, yeah, you only need to defeat one of them. So keep that in mind. That is a rush room. Cool. I thought it might have been you know, a ruby or something hidden inside of there, but no. Yeah, now you can just kind of go wherever you want to in whatever way you want to. I don't think we technically did this the right way, going like the right path, but, you know, we have a big, nice open field here. And obviously, ooh, this ram is charging after me. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure, buddy. Sure, buddy. Okay, I don't think so. Nope. Ooh, there's a shrine up top of there. Is that the Dueling Peaks? That might be, actually. So we clearly missed the Dueling Peaks one over there. See this Kisi coming down on me. Oh, yeah? Get him out of here. Everyone, get away from me. There we go. The Boko Bat is a little bit more powerful, too. Let's see. So I think we're relatively close to the memento. And I really like... yeah, we're kind of close. I like being way up high and gliding down from places, so I always like having the high ground Anakin. Having the high ground is always the best ground, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'd rather glide all the way down to my location that's necessary instead of climbing all the way up, and that takes a lot, this is a lot less time to climb up at a, not as steep of an incline, I should say. And where is the first memento? It's over here, way over here? Jeez, where is this shrine then? I don't see it, right? There's a beautiful, beautiful glare in my TV still. And I thought I was nearly going to die right there. There is a flawless glare from my windows over here. Shakum, right onto the TV. So, the game is fairly washed out as it is. And which is not a bad thing. But that's just the art style. And it doesn't bode well for what I'm actually trying to do here. One thing I don't like about Breath of the Wild is something I don't like about video games in general. And I love games that have it, but when games don't have it, it kind of bothers me. Breath of the Wild is very, not barren, I don't think is the right word, but for lack of a better word, I guess. I think that tower is our next goal, right? So if we go this way... No, it's not. That is way over here, actually. Huh. Alright, so we gotta go this way. That shrine, I guess. Right? Let's see. We'll do this. Way over there. Oh, that's a new town. Oh, okay. So is that is right where we need to go. Okay, cool. So, oh, that's Hateno Village. Okay, I getcha. I can follow what's going on here. Good for me. So, it's very wide open. And in video games, I love and appreciate games that make you feel less alone. And Link, in his journey here in Breath of the Wild, is very, like, you know, I'm going to do this by myself, and most of the people around me are enemies, and, you know, there's only towns kind of sparingly. There's not a lot of super duper positive, like, I mean, everything is relatively happy in the world, but it's not very populated. And in games that have, like, a really nice town square, like, you know, Super Mario Sunshine, or you have Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, where you have, like, the main town, and it's a really bustling town. You know, there's not a lot of, like, silence bugs me a lot. So, like, if I'm at home, and I was actually talking about this with my friends last night, and I am, like, by myself in my home or in my office or whatever, and there's other noises, like if there's ice in a cup. I don't know if this is for anyone else. There's other people that feel this way. I don't know if you'll understand it, but if there's, like, ice in a cup and I can hear the rattling of the ice and there's no other noises around me, it bothers me. It just really bugs me. And I need to have other noises around to just fill the air. So it's not just, you know, these random noises. It's actual stuff. And where is the shrine then? What's good is that, so, like, if you see, like, the shrine sensor, it's, like, going off if we're going in this exact direction here. Like, kind of this way. So it's probably just the one that's ahead of us here. And as we get closer and closer and closer, it'll start going off more and more and more. So we're just going to skip all these guys here. That's fine. That's totally fine. So, yeah, that type of stuff really bugs me. Like, really, 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 really bugs me. So, whenever there's silence, it just freaks me out. What? Is that the legendary hero? Yep, you bet your bottom dollar it is. Cool. So we're actually going to go up here. Do the shrine first, then... do the memory, because that's what makes the most sense, I think. And this is actually a really cool area over here, too. We'll do this in a hot second. But, that's what I don't like about Breath of the Wild. The Miam Agana Shrine. I'm going to make an effort to pronounce as many of these shrines as I possibly can. Because, hey, why not? So, there's not a lot of stuff going on. Like, you know, there's animals riding around and enemies, but it's not... There's just not a lot of, like, you don't have a team of people with you. Like, I like the team dynamic a lot, so you being by yourself all this time, it's like, oh, well, I wish there was more, just more stuff to do in that regard. So, you're not giving me any hints here with the... Oh, no. No. Okay, cool. So you need to use the tilt controls on the, on this thing here, on your controller, which in my case is the Splatoon 2 Pro controller, and move the ball, the orb here, over into where it needs to go, and I messed it up again. So my secret to doing this is to basically flip the whole thing over, and you can have this entire area to yourself, and if you can possibly align it properly, you can just totally beat the level. So go here, do that, and then, oh, that's way too over. But you get the idea. So I'm trying to do this. Trying to pull this off here. Did it work? Because it didn't respawn. Wow.
That was easy.
Cool. Not bad. There's a chest in there, whatever. I don't really care. Oh, I gotta sneeze so badly. Oh no. It's gonna happen. Sneezing feels fantastic, but I don't want to show it on video. Oh, what great content. Brian sneezing. Great. You can always tell when it's daytime when I record videos, because the lights don't look as good during the daytime. They look actually really bad. Like, I have my lights on like half the brightness, so I should probably brighten that up quite a bit, just to show you what the difference is. But the lights get too bright, you know what I mean? I want to relax a little bit. Oh, that looks a lot better, actually. Yeah, that looks a lot better, but it's a lot brighter. I don't feel like it. I have the Philips Hue thing. So, like, I can control these two lights right here, and then the lights that are on behind me, or the one light that's behind me, and I can change it to be whatever color I... Can you see that? Yeah, you can see it, whatever color I want to. But these bulbs, I wanted to buy more of them, because I broke 2 of them. I bought a set of 3, and I broke 2 of them. And I'm like, man, I messed up bad. Like... And they are incredibly expensive, too. Like, it is no joke how expensive they are. So, it's like $180 for 3 bulbs. It's like, it's ridiculous. I don't know why they're so expensive, but they are. So, it's just so tough for me to justify buying more of them, especially when I broke 2. It's like, oh, man, that's disappointing. So, this is a unique... challenge area thing over here that I had a lot of trouble with before because I'm an idiot. You need to... This game is as hard as you make it out to be entirely honest with you. So you need to, once you talk to the person up here, bring a blue flame from the bottom of that hill all the way to the top. You might be like, Brian, that's incredibly easy. How could you possibly mess that up? Well, if you have a torch on you, it's incredibly easy, and it's impossible to mess up. But if you don't have a torch on you, it's actually incredibly difficult. Because, and there's torches you can find within this entire village. They are around, you just gotta look for them. But what I tried to do before, that's a ominous mountain in the distance. What I tried to do before was aim a bow, and you can catch a bow, or rather the arrow from the bow, on fire. And so between having that happen, there's little lanterns around here that you can see, like back there by that tree, that you can basically hold the flame there, and it'll stay there. But I tried to, like, shoot the arrow, Hateno Ancient Tech Lab. Oh, this is where the good stuff happens. Like, I tried to shoot the arrows to that thing to, you know, get it all working. But, yeah, it just, it didn't work at all. So... Never seen so many books in an incredible place, of course. Stasis, magnesis, a remote bomb? Oh no, that's the basic thing. You need to get these upgraded eventually. So, there's means that you can, upgrade your abilities here on the Sheikah Slate. They require different things. And I don't remember what they require, but I remember I got them by just completing the game. And eventually I had the requirements for everything. So I believe it requires gears and screws and cores and all that sort of stuff. So if you just go through the game, you can get all of them eventually. And I know I'm skipping everything here, but I know what she's going to say. You got to light the furnace, and then that will give you a compendium, I believe, is the thing that you get from that. So the compendium allows you to store different items into the compendium. I don't really use it, but whatever. So the blue flame is right over here, and again, it's really easy. You just gotta, and you can probably just slaughter all those animals and get all of the meat and use it. But that would probably really tick someone off. So I don't know if I'd recommend that, but you know what I mean. So if we go over here, grab this flame, and then you basically just bring the torch all the way to the top, and that's all you do. Luckily, we still have a torch on us, right? Yes, we do. Cool. And a torch, I don't think there's one right here. I don't see one. There might have been one outside of the lab, actually. So with one being outside of the lab, use that one. But if you can think of it, light all of these along the way there. And you can't run either. You just have to walk the entire way. Actually, that might be an issue right there. Cool. So, because you can't, yeah, you can't do that. So, what we might need to do is exactly what I talked about before, by lighting an arrow on fire and getting it to work that way. So let's see. I will do this. Basically approach it just like that. And that works with regular fire too, not just the fire arrows. And if we go and shoot this over to here, there you go. So now that'll stay in there forever. But I'm thinking that because there's wind, eventually the winds might be putting the flame out. So you don't want to walk too far without actually placing it in one of those lanterns. So I'm kind of half tempted to skip until we actually get to where we need to go. But and if you try to climb too, that's going to be bad business for you. But you can take a little shortcuts like this too. So here's another lantern over here. Cool. You can talk to all these town people if you want to. Totally up to you. I'm assuming I can just go up this way, and that'll be fine. I don't know if it's like scripted that it gets your flame away from you or whatever. Actually, I have to go that way. But luckily I have that there. Yeah, you probably can totally just kill all those animals for food. And I don't think there's anything, like there's no villagers that attack you, I don't think. So he might just be like, hey, what'd you do that for? That's really mean. It's like, alright, dude, relax. You're not going to do anything to the legendary hero, okay? You're just going to sit there. You're going to take it, you know? So, again, this game can be as difficult or as easy as you make it. If you don't have a torch on you, this gets incredibly difficult. But, obviously, having a torch here, you're good. And I think that actually happened in my original playthrough. I tried to make that happen. And I tried to use the arrow method, and there was a torch right in front of the lab. But I don't know how I could be so naive back then. But, like, that happens, you know. You do something, and you realize you do it the wrong way afterward, and you're like, man, I could have done that entirely differently. And, you know, that happens a lot with life. Breath of the Wild has things that embody life, kids. Don't worry. It's not just one thing or another there. There you go. Now the ancient Hateno Tech Lab is fully operational. We're going to open this up, magically put the torch away, and hello, everything's working fine. Yes. So if we go to the guidance stone, we can go snap and get everything done. Cool. So yeah, there's upgrades for everything here. With the bomb, it recharges faster and does a little bit more damage, I think. This gives you the camera and the compendium, which you're supposed to get everything in the compendium. So every single weapon, every single herb, food item, enemy, race, everything goes into the compendium. When you have magnesis, I forget what happens. Does Magnesis have a upgrade? It should. Oh, and these are the rest of the 12 memories, by the way. And here's your compendium. So the 12 memories you go after will jog a little bit of Link's memory. That will add a little bit more to the story each time. Stasis, that upgraded, actually allows you to freeze enemies in place. So the most valuable one to upgrade first is Stasis by far. So if you have the things to do, Stasis Plus, do that. Absolutely do that. So now she's asking us to take a picture of her. So there we go. Not the greatest picture. She has her eyes closed, but you get the idea. So I took one. There you go. That's what you look like with your eyes closed. Don't you look great? There, Purra. You look like $1,000,000. I guess that's my cue. Sorry, I kind of lost it there. It wasn't on purpose. Yeah, so you can take pictures of all sorts of stuff, and they don't give you any other hints as to where those locations are. You're supposed to just figure out where they are based on the picture, but, you know, I know better than that, and I can figure out where they are, that, or just look up a guide and figure it out. So we're going to go back to what? Where is the Lost Mo? Oh, back to Impa. Okay, so we can go back to Impa now, but let's see exactly what the research that we need is. A Sheikah Slate. No. Okay. But what if I want to upgrade my stuff? Something good? Let's see. You need 3 ancient screws to power up your Sheikah Slate, the remote bomb, and 3 ancient cores to do the stasis. Okay. So we're looking for the 3 ancient cores. Now, if we go to our adventure log, it does show you exactly what you need. So, yep, the sensor for screws, remote bomb. Okay, so you can't do Magnesis. Magnesis doesn't have one. So what we'll do is go back to Impa and basically call the episode there. And now we can teleport right back to Hateno Village whenever we want to because we did the shrine that's right over here. So as much as we are ending where we began, we still made progress and unlocked a little bit more of the map and all that sort of stuff. So, really now after we do this, it's going to be the game is open to us to do whatever. When you unlock your first memory, which I think will be right here, hopefully, or whatever, you unlock the Champion's Tunic, which is extremely helpful for you because it has a really special, really cool ability that allows you to, once you're wearing it, see the amount of health an enemy has remaining. So if you're approaching a really big fight and you're like, I don't know what to do, or I don't know how much health he has left, that's what the Champion's Tunic is great for. But we'll get to that in a second. So, lock mementos complete. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. So yeah, she'll be like, oh, go to these all different spots here. They're stored in your SD card from 100 years ago, or 10,000 years ago, 500,000 million years ago. Come back once you have tried one of those locations. So I know where that location is. That one, I guess, is relatively close by because that's Dueling Peaks. That one's not close. That one's not close. I don't remember. That one's not close. That one technically is close because that's the Hyrule Bridge. Or, not Bridge of Elden, right? Is that? Oh, whatever. That's not close. No. No. Kinda. I don't think so. And yeah. So, none of them are really too local that we can do it right now. So, we're not going to focus on that goal for right now. So, with Capture Memories, we're going to untick that. The 4 Divine Beasts are next. I want to thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, and tuning in to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. We're going to unlock more of this map and see exactly where we need to go next. So, until next time, see you later. Bye.